Hey, this is a video about, quote, security at hospitals. Listen to what they have to say, and then I'll talk a little bit about it.
502 is a time, it's a place that it's all about making people feel better. But have you ever wondered how safe hospitals really are?
Well, you might be surprised by how many violent incidents actually take place at hospitals or at Villarica.
Well, just a personal note here. I've been going in and out of hospitals for 39 years, and I've never seen one violent incident. Okay? All right? Now you're gonna want to try to believe these jokers. Violent incidents at hospitals? Come on.
Joins us live now with more on that and what's being done to keep people safe once they're inside those hospitals.
Keep them safe once they're inside? Hey, that's the same idea as a prison or a penitentiary. You keep them safe inside? Come on.
Hey, Abby, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ryan and Allie. So we've been here for about an hour or so. It's just after 5 o'clock in the morning, and we've already seen plenty of people walking in the doors of the emergency room here at Mercy Hospital. They're here to see the important medical providers inside to try to get a little better. But of course, we've also seen security driving around this large campus and stationed outside of the emergency room.
Yeah, it's a high security interest area. People in there are sick and dying. People in there need operations. Yep, it's in need of high security.
And they have a pretty important job too. That's because the Bureau of Labor and Statistics estimates that hospital workers are more frequently injured violently by other people than in most other professions.
What a joke. Like I told you, I've been going in and out of them for 39 years. I have never seen one such incident of anything.
And an estimated 80% of those incidents go unreported. Now, here at Mercy, they have plenty of security guards at each of the entrances.
So if they go unreported, people, how do they know? How do they know that 80% go unreported? Think about it. If nobody's telling you and nobody's discussing it, how do you know that 80% go unreported? You're being duped. There's no way you can derive such a statistic. Think about it. How can you say 80% go unreported? It's nonsense.
Some of them are armed and some of them are not, but overall they chose to keep the campuses here at the hospitals gun-free. They focus, they say, on de-escalation whenever situations get tense. They want to keep in mind security while balancing out the...
Yeah, it might get real tense. These people are lying in a bed suffering, and it might get real tense. Yep, hospitals are, well, if you're going to have an incident of violence, I guess it's a great place to have one, huh? Come on now. It's nonsense.
High nerves that already come with hospital visits.
People come in under high-stress conditions, but we do our best to offer that compassion and understanding on all cases.
It is compassionate. The minute you come through the door and there's a man with a pistol and a taser, and you're not getting through the door, if your loved one is in there, that's no excuse. Why should you be allowed to go in a hospital if your loved one is sick in there? Somehow you're a criminal. You need to go through all kinds of checks, all kinds of screening to see your loved one in a hospital.
The challenge is in finding that balance to where we want to maintain a safe environment, but still have the warm and friendly atmosphere that we pride ourselves in.
So we started...
I can tell you it was very warm and friendly. When I went to go visit someone, and there was a man looking at me with a pistol on his side and a taser. What are you doing here? Who are you to see? Can't you visit by phone? What an interrogation. To visit somebody in the hospital?
Thinking about this not only because of recent mass shooting situations, but also because of a bill going through the Illinois General Assembly right now. It was proposed by a lawmaker up in the Chicagoland area that would mandate metal detectors at all the main entrances to hospitals, including the emergency.
Yeah, the metal detectors are going to go off all the time because now half the population has a knee implant or a shoulder implant or some kind of hunk of metal in them. That's a great idea. Let's put metal detectors at the hospitals and let's get more armed security. Let's have men with rifles patrolling the grounds. And while you're at it, put up some barbed wire. You might as well mine the front lines. And if anybody steps on a mine, well, now you got somebody who can go in the hospital, huh? But you might not admit them. They won't pass security clearance.
Emergency rooms. However, the bill at this point has been postponed due to a lack of funding to support it and opponents saying hospitals already do everything that they can independently to make sure that their campuses are secure. Now, all the hospitals in our area that we talk to, including Mercy Hospital here, say they would never take anything completely off the table if it's determined it would keep patients and providers safe. Reporting live in Creve Coeur, Abby Larico, 5 on your side.
502 is a time, it's a place that all.
There you are. Take a look at the colors.
Better. But have you ever wondered how safe hospitals?
Take a look at the colors, and is that really a lady you're looking at? What do you think? She really looks happy, doesn't she? Look at that face. Look at the orange color, 33. Intensive blue. Blue code.
You are.
Well, you might be surprised by how many violent incidents actually
Yeah.
take place.
Aren't you surprised? You know, some of the patients might attack one another, fighting over a hospital bed or maybe pills. The patients will fight over the pills. You'd be surprised, won't you? You'll be surprised when everything we know is under some type of military control. Hospitals, schools, and someday it'll be the churches too. Remember in Germany, what happened to the churches in Germany in the 30s.
At hospitals. Our Abby Larico joins us live now with more on that and what's being done to keep people safe once they're inside those hospitals.
Are you sure you're keeping them safe? By denying their loved ones to come visit them? By denying friends? You're imprisoning them. It's a prison cell. It's not a hospital bed. It's not a place of recovery. It's a place of torture.
Hey, Abby, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ryan and Allie. So we've been here for about an hour or so. It's just after 5 o'clock in the morning, and we've already seen plenty of people walking in the doors of the emergency room here at Mercy Hospital. They're here to see the important medical providers inside to try to get a little better. But of course, we've also seen security driving around with this large...
Yeah, but why don't you tell them now you can't even just walk in. You have to be checked by the FBI and the CIA and the Stasi and the Gestapo and everybody, and then you're issued some kind of a crazy badge to visit a loved one in the hospital. Well, I'll tell you what, sounds more like a prison to me.
Campus and stationed outside of the emergency room, and they have a pretty important job too. That's because the Bureau of Labor and Statistics estimates that hospital workers are more frequently injured violently by other people.
Notice she said estimates. You can estimate anything you want. It's your stupid opinion. It's not fact. Estimates.
Than in most other professions, and an estimated 80% of those incidents go unreported. Now, here at Mercy, they have...
So go ahead and think about that. 80% go unreported. How did you get the number to know that they go unreported? unless they reported it. It's nonsense.
Have plenty of security guards at each of the entrances. Some of them are armed and some of them are not, but overall they chose to keep the campuses here at the hospitals gun-free. They focus, they say, on de-escalation.
Gun-free, except for the one that's going to greet you like a Walmart greeter. And by the way, the Walmart greeter has a taser in case you have one word that's different than what they want to hear from you. Show all your papers. It's a security check line, like you're crossing a border.
Whenever situations get tense, they want to keep in mind security while balancing out the high nerves that already come with hospital visits.
High nerves? Well, I'll tell you what. Your nerves will be mighty high if you get greeted with the security squad and want all your papers and have a gun and have a taser right there. Huh. And what about the people inside? Their nerves. They haven't seen their loved ones. They're isolated. They're lonely.
People come in under high stress conditions, but we do our best to offer that compassion and understanding
Yeah, it's compassionate, all right, dude.
on all cases. And the challenge is in finding that balance to where we want to maintain a safe environment, but
What is there to balance? You're a hospital for healing. There's no need to balance anything.
still have the warm and friendly atmosphere that we pride ourselves in.
Now notice how they did that. They made sure the security officer was smiling and joking when they said the warm and friendly. So he's to be warm and friendly, right? Oh no. Oh no, not my experience. They are armed and ready. No joke.
So we started thinking about this not only because of recent mass shooting situations, but also because of a bill going through the Illinois General Assembly right now. It was proposed by a lawmaker up in the Chicagoland area that would mandate metal detectors at all the main entrances to hospitals, including the emergency rooms. However, the bill at this point has been postponed due to a lack of funding to support it, and opponents saying hospitals...
Okay, there's your corporatocracy. Who's going to go into metal detecting? And I don't mean the kind on the beaches. I mean somebody can now manufacture a lot of metal detectors for security reasons. And they're going to make, guess what? A lot of money. And guess what? The hospital now puts out a lot of money. So guess what? Your hospital bill, oh yeah, it's going to go down, right? It's going to go down. No, it's going to go up, dude. Because of all this useless, stupid equipment.
already do everything that they can independently to make sure that their campuses are secure. Now, all the hospitals in our area that we talk to, including Mercy Hospital here, say they would never take anything completely off the table if it's determined it would keep patients and providers safe.
Well, that's mighty nice of you. You figured out a way to keep us all safe when we felt we were just fine. Mighty, mighty nice of you all to treat us little children in this fashion, in this way. You're going to keep us safe. Well, that is so nice of all of you. Thank you so much. We like this. We love knowing our loved ones in there. Nobody can visit them. We love knowing when we come to the hospital there's a man with a gun and a taser to give us a security check and talk to us with nasty voices. We just love it.
Reporting live from Creve Coeur, Abby Larico, 5 on your side.
Okay, end of video. As you can see, I was a little bit passionate in this one. Some of my videos I'm not quite so passionate, but on this one I was definitely very passionate because now I think it's not a hospital, it's a prison compound. And I'm going to explain to you in another video why I think hospitals now are becoming like prison compounds. We'll save that for another video. End of video.